Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. I am, of course, MJB, and I thank you very much for stopping by and spending some time with me today to check out this Pat Hammond Alliance Design Scout. Now, the Scout was provided to the Apex Pass Around group by Urban EDC Supply, so we thank them very much for giving us the opportunity to check this one out. We'll zoom out here a little bit, and that's exactly what we'll do. Close that up here so we can get a good look at full titanium construction. Now you've got that blue sort of like fishbone accent or even arrow feather type design on both the show and the lock side. Blue anodization done. Got a milled titanium pocket clip for right hand tip up carry only. Now this knife is definitely on the little bit smaller side. You got a 3 1/4 inch handle length on it. Open it up there, and I measure the grip length at right about 2 3/4 inches, just shy of 3. So as you can see there, I can get about, I'd say, a 3.5 finger grip on it. That pinky does lock it in to the grip, so I can get a good firm grasp on it. Now, if you have larger hands, that may or may not be the issue. And there's no real spot for a lanyard. Let's check it out. If you try to put a lanyard on there, you're probably might be wearing it out with that tip. So not necessarily a good spot for a lanyard unless you put it on this post back there, but even then that'd be a little high. So that really wouldn't work out. You could use maybe some narrower cord. But yeah, lanyard might not be an option for this one. Now, on my smaller knives, I don't use lanyards. I just carry them. It's got a pocket clip, so I just carry them as is. Now, as you can see there, how I've been operating it, it's a manual flipper. I got to make sure on these smaller knives that I get my finger off that frame lock. I usually do it at least once. I go to open it, it won't open. Oh, never mind. I do it at least once. My big old chunky hands. Ball bearing pivot on it. Frame lock. Now this one does not have, does not have a steel insert on it. As you can see there. And I mean, it's a smaller knife, so there's not really a whole lot of milling for weight reduction because it is so small. Once you got it open, you'll see there you got a 2 1/2 inch RWL 34 drop point blade. There you go. You got the Pat Hammond there on this side, and then this side you've got the Alliance Design logo, satin finish, with right about a 2 3/8 inch cutting edge as I measure it. Overall length, 5 3/4 inches. It is made in China. Let's get our weight and measurements time. Alrighty. Gonna be starting out in ounces. Ooh, 1.6 ounces. It is a pretty light knife for sure. Oh, I passed it up. I knew I did. There you go. 45 grams. So definitely a light little knife. As far as carry goes, it's pretty good in and out of pocket. Had a Had a little hang up on the way out, but nothing too bad. Thickness, definitely under that 1/2 inch mark at 4.6. And thickness, oh, let's see, that's probably our thickest point down there. Roughly 0.8. And where it's sticking out of the pocket, we're looking at, again, right around a 1/2 inch. Make sure I had that on there straight. Yeah. Yep, 0.53. Take a look at our exposure when in the pocket. There you go. So there's a little bit sticking out of the pocket on this pocket clip. If we get down here, we'll measure it. Oh, I'm seeing almost about 3/4 of an inch. Then again, it's fairly narrow, so not too bad. Could be better, yep. Could be worse, sure, of course. Now, as I said, in and out of the pocket, it was pretty nice. I had a little bit of hang up coming out of the pocket, but nothing too bad. Good retention. My overall take on it, guys. It's actually, I mean, I like the smaller knives. That's just me. Pretty nice little knife. Pretty standard. I mean, no frills, drop point blade, but I like that personally. Just a good, clean looking blade. Pretty smooth action, as long as you keep your ham hocks off that frame lock. That was a dig on me, not the knife at all. But it is something you have to think about. Not exactly drop shutty, but then again, the blade's so light, it's not gonna be. We talked about that on Saturday Knife Live. Pretty smooth. Good detent on it. No issues flipping whatsoever. Good action. Like I said, just, I mean, a real nondescript blade, but I like that. No real choil to speak of. In hand, we kind of covered that. I mean, it feels good. Nothing sticky, nothing pokey. You like that? Sticky and pokey? Finish is done really well. Excuse me. Everything's rounded off. Feels really good in hand. No issues with the pocket clip whatsoever. Another pretty cool little knife. Now, this is the first Alliance design knife I've had the opportunity to check out. A good, well-executed knife for sure. Blue liked it. He gave it an 8.5. That's pretty fair. No frills, but done very well. Well, this little guy, the Scout, retails for $225. And of course, I'll put a link down in the description to it so you can check it out for yourself. That stuff, it reminds me of fish bones because, you know, I like to fish, so kind of reminds me of a fish spine. I have a crooked fish spine, but if the fish's spine looked like that, it might have issues. But that's what it reminds me of. Sorry, guys, I got off there. As always, guys, I greatly appreciate... I started thinking about fish, and my mind just went. Anyway, thanks, guys. I greatly appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with me today to check out the Alliance Design Pat Hammond Alliance Design Scout. There it is. As always, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. You know I love talking to y'all. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.